It's fun to laugh at now.
It's
It
true.
happens.
You know who else was?
happened.
You know who else was there? I think that was 2018 when that happened. I think is that the doorbell or is that not going to happen?
What's the doorbell?
I don't know. There we go. Who's here? Who could be bothering Rob Gronkowski? A caller on line 1. Who do we got? Oh, your teammate from 2018.
Oh. Wow, Chris, what's up, my man? How you doing?
What's up, brother?
I gotta say, man, you are super jacked. I mean, you were jacked when we were playing.
You know what? I had a feeling you were going to say something because you commented on all my posts, and you're going to make me blush here, but, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to stay fit. I could still, you never know. Make a comeback.
Are you going to go back and play? Are you going to pretend like me that you're always ready to go? You want to go? You and I back together?
You want to do it?
Yeah, let's go.
We got to get the boys back.
Let's find a flag football league, and I'll do it.
Chris, why are you so jacked right now? What's happening?
First of all, Kay, I've always been jacked, but
yeah,
I'm running a gym here on Long Island, so now I have a reason. I'm in the gym every single day, So I have nothing better to do than coach my son's flag football team, lacrosse, and lift weights.
Chris, Keenan Allen had 18 catches and threw a touchdown in the Chargers' weird win last week, and he was supposed to be on the show today. And he last minute canceled because he could not get the lift in and hit the gym. I'm offended. I feel ghosted. I'm going to have to talk to my therapist about it. Can you, as somebody who is jacked, as a former wide receiver, as somebody who now owns a gym, and congratulations, by the way, is this okay for him to do?
I mean, I think feels like you got the better end of the deal here, that you got me on the show rather than Keenan.
And Keenan will be here tomorrow. We have you here today.
Listen, it's early in the season, so everyone's feeling pretty good. If you had him like week 10, he probably would have missed that lift and hit on the show.
That's a good point.
Yeah, and he's got a battle with Marcus Peters this weekend. Chris, Miami Miracle. We just saw Kenyon Drake rolls up to work today, choosing violence. Puts the thing. You were there. You played in that. Like, what are your thoughts on that?
Was it the speed, Gronk?
It wasn't the angle. I had the angle. I just didn't have the speed. I actually slipped on that grass.
I know. I remember watching it. That video was playing recently. I saw that. It was what was like on a commercial, and they didn't have any. It wasn't no players or anything. It was just X's and O's, and I said, "Yep, that's the Miami Miracle." I was there for that game. I think you had the angle, Gronk. I think you were there. If you didn't slip, you would have made the tackle, game over, and no sweatshirts were made.
Thank you. I slipped, all right? Thank you. I appreciate that. I needed that support.
I want to keep the love going here. We've got Chris Hogan visiting, surprising Gronk on the show, which is great. So what we did was our producers looked up, when it was hard to whittle down, your 2 best performances, according to them, okay? Stats, we put it all into a blender machine, and this is what it spat out. So I want you guys to talk through some of this. So, Chris, your performance, I mean, this was a huge stage. This was 2016 AFC Championship game. Yeah.
I knew it.
9 catches, 180 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns. Take me through some of these moments and what you remember, Chris.
Flea flicker. I mean, we practiced this all week. We had this dialed up, ready to go, and then I actually remember calling that play. We did it. It was like a no huddle call, and Jules, I mean, being himself, didn't know the play. Didn't understand the hand signal, so I had to kind of remind him what was going on. And we had everything go our way this game.
Yes, unfortunately, Chris, I actually didn't play in this game, and I was so nice that I knew you would make up for my stats. So I would have had 9 catches for 50 yards, but thank you for taking over that game and taking my duties, Chris. I appreciate you, man.
And anything for you, anything for the team. I broke records that game. I hope that stays there forever.
It is incredible.
Yes, you did break records. And Chris, you were an absolute team player. Yes. Can I bring up the one time when you were running down the field on a special teams play versus the Tennessee Titans? What about that play, Chris? That was breaking records as well.
It's fun. What are you talking about?
What? You don't remember that?
In Tennessee?
I think it was versus the Titans. It was a game versus it was a special teams play, and you got put up on the big board in front of the whole team, and you were
Oh.
you were running about as fast as I was running when I was trying to make the tackle.
And it was a flag. I was on that bad ball board more than I needed to be that game. That was because I left like 3 seconds too early, and I was the only one sprinting down the field and didn't even make the tackle. So that was like prototypical. Bill is just like foaming at the mouth, has this clip ready to go for Monday team meeting. Yeah, that was a bad one. Why do you remember that?
Because we were hyping you up too much. I saw your head getting too big from the 9 catches, 180 yards. I just had to knock you down. Like I got knocked down. We showed the clip when the Miami Miracle clip, you know. So we already made fun of my.
But that wasn't on you though. That should have never got to that point.
It was on me. All right, I was the last guy there. Doesn't matter. Situational football. I think we'll be ready.
You're right. You're right. You're out there for a reason. You should have made the play.
Exactly. Thank you.
Chris, now you can. What do you want to call Gronk out on? Let's bring him down to earth.
Yeah, come on. I got a big head right now.
You have a big head?
Yeah, I'm full of myself right now. You gotta knock me down. He can't.
He can't.
I don't have anything to say. What do you want me to say? I will say this. This is my first time playing with Gronk, right? We're in Cleveland, 2016. Tom just came back from his suspension. So it's my first time playing with Tom, first time playing with the boys, right? And I remember Gronk caught a pass and he's going towards the end zone. This was my first experience with how big this person is. He literally just bulldozed me over as I was trying to block for him to get into the end zone. I remember coming to the sideline and be like, okay, I'm just going to get out of the way next time. I do remember that. That was like, and that was a great game, but I do remember you absolutely tossing me to the side.
I do. I kind of broke a couple tackles. I got tackled on the 2-yard line, but I also do remember in that game because it was Tom's first game back from his suspension, the 4-game suspension, because the Colts made up the Deflategate stuff because we were whooping them so bad all the previous years. But you also had Tom's first catch, I think, of the year when he threw that bomb down the sideline, and I think he caught it about 40 yards down the sideline. So that was pretty cool. I remember I turned back to the referee and I go, "He's back," and the referee looked back at me and goes, "He is back."
Chris, it kind of feels like you miss it.
Miss what?
Playing.
Oh my God. It's like it comes in waves. See, I'm like one of those weird guys that enjoys practice. And so like when training camp rolls around, I start to miss I miss training camp. And then that first game of the season, I mean, even if you didn't play in the league, I'm pretty sure you'd miss football, seeing the atmosphere. So yeah, I miss it a little bit, but I'm quite content where I'm at right now. I'm running 6-year-old flag football leagues, getting these boys into shape, getting them ready. We got a big game on Friday. So Friday night under the lights. I drove my son to his first game last Friday. I swear, I kid you not. I felt like I was going to play the game. I played my pregame playlist for him. He's 6. He has no idea what's going on. I'm playing the music as loud as I can. He's sitting there covering his ears because it's so loud. I'm like, dude, you have no idea. And he's like, no, Dad, just turn the music off, please.
Well, we love it. We miss you on the field. I love this little time together. Chris, can we get you to put your analyst hat on a little bit? Patriots take down the Jets as they showed. Gronk called it. Zach Wilson can't get it done against Bill Belichick ever. And like that matchup has always been lopsided. But if you're looking at, it's a big game this week, right? It's America's teams, New England at Dallas. Pat's coming off the big win. Chris, how do you see this one shaking out? And I loved your point of telling these young receivers to be as prepared as possible to work and operate in a Patriots offense. I read what you said to the Globe.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big game. Zeke's going back to Dallas. New England's coming off a win's a win in the NFL. All right, so it doesn't matter who you beat. So they're coming off the win. I liked what they did last week. I thought they moved the ball pretty well. They had some bigger plays down the field. So Dallas is going to be kind of coming out pretty fast, with what they probably call a pretty bad loss to Arizona. So I'm sure they're going to chop it at the bit to kind of play on Sunday. So again, Bill does a good job of limiting their big time playmakers. So I think if they're able to continue running the football well, not turn the ball over, I think that was the biggest point, right? They didn't turn the ball over on Sunday. So that was huge for them because the previous 2 games they had some costly turnovers, and I think that cost them the games. So I think if they can play smart football and all three phases kind of feed off each other, I think it'll be a good game on Sunday.
Gronk, Pats, Cowboys, who you got? Because you got the Will Greer thing. Bill's shaking him down in that room with that light, getting the playbook. Like, who you got?
Well, I think it's an ultimate test to see where the New England Patriots offense is at. That's for sure, because the defense for the Cowboys is very solid, and they got Micah Parsons. It's going to be critical to see how Bill handles and the whole coaching staff and how the Patriots handle Micah Parsons. And he's all over the field, so it's hard to game plan for him because he's always such a big impact. So it's kind of like hard to double team him all the time in the blocking scheme and all that. So I'm very curious to see how that plays out, but it's a big test for the offense. Like I said, this is going to be their toughest challenge, definitely, of the year. They're on the road as well. I think the Cowboys will come through since it's a home game, but I think we'll see how it plays out and how much they are willing to fight. We will see. Who do you got, Chris? Who are you taking overall? Who's winning, Patriots or Cowboys?
I mean, I'm curious to see New England play in the dome, right? They've played every single game in crappy weather, so I think they're going to come up with a good plan for Micah Parsons. I think they're going to come up with a good plan for CeeDee Lamb. They limited Tyreek Hill to like 45 yards. I think they're going to do the same thing to him. So I'm going to take the Patriots.
Ooh.
I think they're going to. I love the defense has been playing great, right? I think they got to continue doing. That kid Christian Gonzalez he's legit, man. I mean, he's been playing well.
He's for real. We have to go.
You got my answer. You're changing my answer. I think whoever turns the ball over more is going to lose the game. I think it's going to be low scoring. Both defenses are very stout, but whatever offense turns the ball over more loses the game.
It's well said. So Cowboys kind of, the Patriots with it. All right, Chris Hogan, we appreciate you. We will see you down the line. We'll be back right after this. Hey, thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest Up and Adams content right on YouTube.